Good evening, Michael.
Hello, Liudmyla.
How are you today?
I'm fine, thanks. And you?
And I'm also fine. And I'd like to ask you about weather in your city. Because in our city it's really hot and it's really horrible and it's difficult to live at such weather.
Yeah, the same weather in Kiev, so near there.
How do you cope with hot?
Conditioning air.
It's nice invitation.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, my one has been broken, so now I live without it. So so I'm dying from day by day. And today we're going to speak about tests, about a test that can show us our personality. And I'd like to ask you, first of all, do you like to pass tests? I mean, not tests that are connected with education, you know, but some tests that can show your personality or maybe some different sides of your personality.
You know, I don't remember where it was last time.
Today, Michael.
It's in the future. Okay. Let's try. Also, maybe it's interesting if we try to check something interesting, yeah, about yourself. Maybe it's.
So in this case, you are ready to pass the test, yes?
Yeah.
And do you believe the results of the test, of such tests?
Such, yeah. Both.
So you believe that I can.
Every test, yeah, but we need to see.
To see, yes. And I see Alexander here. Good evening, Alexander.
Good evening, Liudmyla. Good evening, Mikhail.
I'm fine, and you?
Me too, thank you.
Oh, and today we started our discussion from the weather. So, what can you tell about the weather in your city?
In our city, last time it's usually at afternoon it's hot, and in the evening it's cold, and sometimes it's raining.
Oh, it's nice. I think we should move to Alexander. So
Welcome.
to survive in such conditions. And today, Alexander, we are going to pass several tests to find some characteristic of our personality. And I'd also like to ask you, do you like to pass tests?
Do I like past tests?
Tests.
If I'm ready, yes.
No, I don't mean some educational yes test, but I mean, you know, it happens sometimes in magazines that there are some tests according to your personality. So are you good, bad person? So do you have
Yes.
some skills in some?
I don't like this
Don't.
test.
Today you have to like it, unfortunately. So, and I see Mary here. I hope that she's without problems. Mary. It's just my hope. I've got the idea, really. Alexander, I have one more question to you. So, but if you pass this test about your personality, would you believe to the results of such tests?
No, I don't believe. I think tests are not perfect enough.
So it's just for fun, yes?
Yes.
I'd like to ask all of you, do you know some stupid tests?
Then, yes, I can see a lot of contact in vk.com. Sometimes I can see it in my wall. Some groups of psychologists give
Maybe social network, you mean?
yes.
And there are tests? Oh. And Michael, can you remember some stupid tests?
You mean that which I do?
Or which you just saw? For example, several days ago I saw the test which identify your personality according to the strengths of your fingers, and your personality also according to the types of tea or types of coffee you prefer to drink, or according, I don't know, according to the pose which you prefer when you sleep. So, can these things show us something?
But I'm not focused on it. I'm focused and it's like the ground.
So you don't believe in such types of tests, yes?
Yeah. You were
Michael, I think that you have some problems with sound.
no.
Or with internet.
No.
Because you speak partly, so I see some part and that's all, and then it stops and...
Okay, can you wear...
Could you repeat the question?
headphones? Could you wear headphones?
Oh, so do you think that it's my fault? Yes. Let it be. So, several seconds. So, is it better?
Let's try.
Let's try. So, and I have one, maybe... Maybe we can hear Mary, but...
Okay.
Oh, I even hear Mary, so good evening, Mary.
Good evening.
How are you today?
I'm fine, thank you.
And how's the weather in your city?
Very hot.
Oh, we had an idea, all of us, to move to Alexander because in Alexander city it's raining, so there is no problem with hot weather. So, and Mary, we started to discuss our altitude test, and I'd like to ask you, do you like to pass tests?
Some of them.
And which one?
I know, maybe psychology test.
So, and do you believe to results of such tests?
If it's a psychology test, yes. And if, I don't know, it depends on test.
And is it count that, for example, the test in some magazine is psychological or no?
No.
No. Only from the book Psychology, yes? Unfortunately, I didn't take it from this book. And one more question to all of you. So, why do some people like to pass tests? So, Alexander, what do you think about it?
maybe they want to give how to say, to give a rating for themselves.
Oh, you mean to think about yourself better? Yes.
They want to know about themselves.
Oh, they are better than they are actually.
How
So
good they are.
can be. Michael, what do you think about it?
Maybe they try to find problems and change something in yourself. Okay.
I'd like to really agree with Alexander in this situation because people only want to know how good they are, but finding problems is not for them.
It depends. It depends.
Oh, of course, it depends on person. And Mary, so why do some people like to pass tests?
I think they won't estimate yourself.
So no one mentions that it's also a good way to spend your time, to waste your time. I
Maybe.
think it can be. And today we're going to start with test, which is called "Are you a romantic or a realist?" So, and I'm giving you a link to follow. Yeah, it is. And I propose you to take paper and pen with you in order we could know your score, or just to make screenshot of this test and you will be able to emphasize your answers with the help of paint, I don't know, some other way. So have you opened? So this test is going to show us if you are romantic or realistic people. So, but just before we start making this test, I'd like to ask, so how do you consider yourself more as a romantic or realistic person? So, Mary.
I don't know. Sometimes romantic, sometimes realistic.
So you can't choose one variant, yes?
No.
Oh, Michael, what about you? Romantic or realistic person?
I think in the middle, but maybe to more to how to say, more realistic. Yeah.
So can be also, and Alexander?
In general, I'm realistic, but when it's too boring and I want fun, I can be romantic. Yeah.
Yeah, and I propose you to find out some advantages of being a realistic person and some advantages of being romantic person. So let's start with uh, a realistic person, I think. So what are advantages of being realistic person, Michael?
Advantages.
Yes.
So interesting question. Maybe if you are realistic, you can do your work better. You can planning more.
You have logic, yes, in general.
Logic, maybe not stronger, but you rely on a logic, yeah.
Yes, you believe to logic. You think that logic is the main point which should
Yeah, but
combine everything.
when you decide what to do, you can use. But what is the advantages? So maybe sometimes it's not an advantage. uh,
So, but you can do some work productively, really, if you base it on logic. So it will help you to get the aim quickly, and then you do some unconnected with each other things to get some aim. I think that it's really its advantage.
Yeah.
So maybe something else?
I will think.
Oh, good. We will come back to you. So, Alexander. So you as a realistic person. So can you recall for us advantages of being realistic?
Maybe you don't let someone to deceive me or ourselves.
So
No,
can be
to deceive us. How right to say? What else?
I counted it as the second advantage.
And other advantages which Michael mentioned.
So that's all for you, yes.
Let me think.
All right. So Mary,
Be
what do you think
realistic.
about it? Advantages of being realistic person?
Be realistic. I don't know why I hear echo.
Oh, it's not my fault really because I have earphones, but I also hear an echo.
Oh, okay. Realistic. Be realistic person. I think it's good if you have this attitude for relationship and nobody can broken your heart.
Yes, nobody can break your heart. Yes. Also count.
But you can.
I don't know. Maybe if you want.
But it's disadvantage, but not yours, so we shouldn't think about it.
Maybe be romantic. It's in first period maybe funny. You feel yourself better.
Without yourself, Mary, because feel yourself is bad word, and you shouldn't tell it. Mary, it means that you touch some private parts of your body, so you shouldn't. Just feel.
Okay. You feel better?
Yes.
Okay.
Let it be. So, Michael, what can you add? So, have you found some more advantages?
I think it's like a way of thinking. Maybe it's not very close with the advantages and disadvantages. I can imagine only when we talk about work, but maybe in a real life, I mean, just usual life, yeah, maybe more romantic. It's a better, yeah. So maybe it's.
So you can't find any others advantages of being.
For me, it's like it depends on situation, and if we talk about the usual life, it's maybe people who are more romantic feel better, yeah, in social life, yeah. So, but yeah, something like that. Maybe I cannot add something. Yeah.
Yes, and maybe Alexander can, because
Maybe
he also asked for several seconds to think.
um, maybe employers like you more when you're realistic and you can get job.
So maybe you're a more productive person, yes?
Yes.
But it's also connected with the first that he told Michael for us that you used logic, so you could do all the work quickly. So,
Yes.
So good. We managed to find 4 advantages of being a realistic person. So let's think about a romantic person. What are advantages of being a romantic person? So, Alexander, let's start also with you. Oh, no, let's start with Mary. So, Mary, advantages of being a romantic person.
Okay, it's terrible echo, and I can say advantages. It's I mentioned before. It's when in first period when you have relationship, and if it's romantic relationship, you feel very good, and
So you feel good when you're in romantic relationship. It's count, yes.
And I don't know. You can figure out something really romantic and make some romantic situation. I don't know, for your partner, and I think it's will be really good. Maybe
so you can do some good things to other people. So it's also count, I think.
And maybe for some work, like I don't know, wedding administrator, it's really good. Be a romantic person, and I don't know, maybe for some movie maker who shot a movie about romantic, it's also good, or who wrote book for women.
So I think it's true, really, and we can count it because for some, I agree that for some jobs and for some occupation, it's compulsory quantity of character to be romantic person. Yes. So anything else?
I think it's it all.
It's enough. So I see one more person here. So good evening, Alexei.
Good evening.
Oh, I hear you very bad, unfortunately. So can you do something with your microphone or with you?
Я сейчас не скажу.
So while we are waiting for Alexei, let's ask Alexander about advantages of being romantic.
First, you
Alexander, it's the force if you don't see.
sorry.
The fourth advantages because the first 3 recalled Mary for us.
Okay. Okay. Next.
Next.
You can, if you're a romantic person, if you, yeah, you can you can relax your brain from real routine.
So yes, you can dream also. Yes.
Yes, and to be a romantic help you to be more creative.
Creativity is also count, but Mary recalled this fact as a quality for being for doing some work.
I mean to be more productive in culture, like to have to have Laura income. Do you understand?
So lower income, yes. But what is the advantage of lower income?
Lower Laura income.
Higher, maybe you mean.
Higher.
Bigger.
Can I say in Russian?
Try.
Я хотел сказать, это помогает как бы быть более творческим, то есть помогает там где-то в
To be more creative.
В искусстве, да.
In art. So let it be the 5th, yes. And I think that Alexei has solved his problem with microphone, and now he can talk to us, yes?
Да, а меня нормально слышно?
Да. Yes.
Не очень хорошо слышно.
Now I hear you well. So introduce yourself, please, because I see you for the first time. And so, can you tell us something about yourself?
Хорошо слышно, да?
I hear you, but do you hear me?
Yes, I have.
So introduce yourself, please, and maybe tell us something about yourself, if it's possible, if you are not a spy. And
Рассказать немного о себе, да?
yes.
My favorite group is 32nd to Mars.
Oh, it's nice.
Today I and my brothers, his name Denis, we're listening bright lights. Тяжело так говорить еще.
No, you should
I'm
speak in
studying-
English or just try to paraphrase
I'm
yourself.
studying first course in institute.
So do you study English?
Я хотел сказать то, что я учусь вот в
I've
институте.
got that you are on the first course of at the institute, but do you learn English or you have other occupation?
Последнее слово вообще не понял.
So do you learn English or you just at institute, or you don't learn English at institute? So forget about it. So today we are speaking about tests. So Alexey, do you like to pass tests?
Pass test?
Mm-hmm.
Ну, в смысле, объясните.
Проходить тесты.
Сейчас?
In general.
Я пока не включился еще, так не понимаю немного.
Ну, смотрите, а на каком уровне? Просто, может быть, вы послушаете чуть-чуть и там задавайте какие-то вопросы, ну, чтобы как-то плавненько как бы, да, внедриться, Людмила. Или на русском. А спрашиваете, а вы нам отвечаете на английском.
I think that he wants to do it vice versa. So we ask him in English, but he answers in Russian. But no. So what should I do, Michael? Tell me.
What is the question?
So just I have a question for Alexey. Just choose: are you romantic or a realistic person?
Romantic.
Romantic. So and now we are. So can you tell us the main advantage of being romantic person?
The main what?
Advantage, преимущество.
Преимущество романтика, да?
Yes, being romantic person.
I understand. Oh. I don't know. Я не знаю таких преимуществ, если честно.
But we have already mentioned 5, so we have good imagination. So Alexander has already told us that romantic could be connected with creativity, yes, and Mary told us that being romantic person is compulsory for some kinds of occupations. Maybe Michael can help us to add something else. Michael.
Yeah.
Can you help us to add some more advantages of being a romantic person?
So for me, it's more close with the creativity, like Alexander say, and maybe it's not. Maybe it's better for relations, yeah, for some relations and.
But not for work, as far as I understood you, yes?
Yeah, yeah, but how to see. Yeah, it depends. Maybe some of works. If you have a friend in some business, it helps. Yeah, but not in. If you talk about usual position or usual work, yeah, it's of course not very helpful. So.
Yes, yeah, I think that it's quite good thought. And I have a question to Alexei. So Alexei, do you see our chat?
Еще раз можно?
Do you see our chat? So it's at your right hand.
Вижу. Что-то.
Yes, and I'm giving you a link. So you should open it. It's our test which we're going to do now. So, does it work?
Ага.
Open it, please.
You can see the Skype, yeah? Yeah?
Тут нужно отвечать на вопросы, да?
Yes. And we are going to discuss all these questions. And Alexei, do you have pen and paper with you?
Так, я сейчас тогда за ними схожу, у меня ничего нет просто.
The main point is to come back. So let's start with the first question. So, do you believe in love at first sight? So, Alexander, what about you?
Do I believe in love at first sight?
Yes.
I have no third answer. I don't know. Do you believe?
But you should choose.
Okay, let's be no.
No. So, and do you understand the idea of this test? So you put answers, yes, and then each answer has its own score, and you count this score, and according to your score, do you see at the end of the page there is four numbers, and so you have some score, yes, imagine, and according to your score we are going to identify your being romantic or realist. So and
so let's start.
We have already started. So Alexander told us no. So Alexei, do you believe in love at first sight? Look at the first question.
Yes.
Yes, good. So, and Mary?
No.
No, and Michael?
No.
No. So I have one more question, but it's not according to our test. So why? Explain your opinion. So why do you believe or why you don't believe? So Michael.
Why I don't believe?
Yes.
It's better to say why I believe.
But you don't believe. You have already chosen.
No, you know, it's like opposite side. If I believe, I can explain, but if I don't believe, okay, it's not real. For me, it's like you know, if you don't know the person, how you can do it? Yeah,
Mary?
You can see the appearance, but it's very different from the inside. Yeah, so
In the world, yes, I've got your point, Mary.
I agree with Michael because you should, I don't know, get used to a person and know person, know minus and plus this person. And after
I think it's love. Oh, I hear echo. So as for me, it's just love. So this feeling shouldn't be, I don't know, to prove something. So it's just a feeling, and you love this person or you don't love this person without any reasons and without any explanation. So it's
No, I think love is sophisticated notion. Yes, notion, понятие. And
notion or term, yes.
what?
Notion or term also can be used.
And I think people should know each other and know because first time it's only when people compare yourself with partner, only when to know each other, and it's only, I don't know, it's like each other, not love. Love is something more for me.
So also opinion difficult. Alexei. So you've heard people who don't. Oh, just Alexander. You don't believe in love at first sight, also, yes?
Yes.
So explain also yourself.
My excuse is I think one side isn't enough for for being in love, right?
Yes. Falling in love.
Because I think because there are a lot of people who can fit us, and you need to collect Garem if you will fall in love in each other, in every person, every second. Okay.
So, and Alexei, you have heard all explanations of people who don't believe in love at first sight, but you have already told that you believe. So, can you explain why do you believe? Alexei?
Да, мне да.
Yes. Can you explain why do you believe in love at first sight?
Так тяжело объяснить еще мне на английском, вот вообще никак не могу говорить.
So I think that you can start in Russian and we are going to help you to translate.
Хорошо. Ну, просто встречаешь человека, который понимает, что его по первому взгляду, то, что вот это твой человек, и достаточно одного взгляда будет.
So you think that it's enough, yes, to see the person once, to understand that this is your or not your person, yes? So for you, it's enough.
You know, but it's something different. It's not to be in love. So it's about just like looking friendly.
So maybe we should ask Alexei. Alexei, do you see the difference between like and love?
Да.
And so for you, it's enough once to see the.
Change your answer. Yeah.
So for you, it's enough to see person once, yes, to love this person, but not like, yes.
Немножко наполовину понял этот вопрос я.
То есть сейчас. То есть разница между любить и нравиться вам понятна, да? То есть вам достаточно одного взгляда, чтобы полюбить человека, а не просто, чтобы он вам понравился.
Да, бывает такое.
Oh, you're extremely romantic person, I think.
Но бывает.
So, look at the question number 2. So, do you get bored easily? So, Mary, what about you?
When person bored me?
No, do you get bored easily? The question number 2.
I think yes.
So it's easy for you, yes? Then Alexei, what about you? Yes or no?
How
Yes.
to translate get?
What?
In this sentence, how to translate to get? Что это?
Становиться. Ну, как часто вам становится скучно? Ну, или легко ли вам становится скучно?
Мгм. Алексей.
I think the synonym is feel. How do you feel bored easily?
Мгм.
So, Michael,
Алексей.
Да.
What is
Alexei told yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Yes.
For me, it's no.
No, and Alexander.
For me, no. Answer B. Can I answer one question?
Yes, I think.
А как будет, допустим, если спросить, становитесь ли вы скучным?
According to person, yes?
Допустим, здесь мы спрашиваем, становится ли вам скучно, да?
Да.
А если становитесь ли вы скучным человеком?
Boring. So, have you heard about participles? Participle 1 and participle 2. Participle 1 ending ed and it describes person. Participle 2 ending ing and it describes
Окей.
things or person. So when you tell that I'm get bored, it means that you feel bored. But when you tell I am boring, it means that you are a boring person and no one is interested in speaking with you. So you should just change the ending of this word.
Yes,
So,
thank you. Thank you, I understand.
and I have a question. So what do you do when you feel bored?
When I feel bored, I learn English.
So in all strange situations, learn English. I've got your point. Michael, what do you do when you feel bored?
Well, I haven't time to feel bored. Yeah.
What?
No, I haven't such experience.
So you never feel bored, yes? So I
don't-
think it's good, it's good. So Alexei, what do you do when you feel bored?
What I do?
What do you do? Что вы делаете, когда вам становится скучно?
I'm going to swim or listening to music or watching films.
But Alexei, if it's winter, yes? So, если зима, вы тоже идете
Нет.
купаться?
No,
No?
I'm going skiing. Кататься на коньках
Yes,
да?
skiing or skating, maybe it's possible if it's not only skiing.
Ролики.
So I think that it's good activities to avoid getting bored. And Mary?
Do something what I like. I don't know, my usually action. Return for my usual action after falling off.
So, and look please at question number 3. So, do you often feel lonely, Alexander?
Do I often feel lonely?
Yes.
No. Again, no.
Good. Mary?
Sometimes, but not often.
But there are
So,
only
no.
two variants, yes or no?
No.
No, Michael?
What is a lonely?
Одинокий.
Oh, maybe no, but hard to say how often I feel lonely. Never. No.
Never. So you never bored and never lonely. Oh, and Alexei?
No.
No. And I have a question to you. So is it useful to feel lonely sometimes?
Чувствую ли я себя иногда одиноким?
Yes. Is it useful? Это полезно?
Yes, because you understand. Нет, я хочу сказать сейчас то, что ты начинаешь думать о многих вещах и к чему ты приходишь. То, что
So
для тебя
you start,
может
yes?
казаться. Да, you start thinking
To think, yes.
to think about different about different things,
Yes.
and you understand. Что я там говорил в начале?
Maybe I think that you want to say that you make some conclusions, yes? Делаешь какие-то выводы. So you think about something and do some conclusions, yes? So I can read your thoughts, really. So, Mary, is it useful
I don't know.
sometimes?
Maybe, but for me, I don't remember when I feel myself feel lonely. So maybe really you can make some conclusion on your life, but really I think you can do something. So and in this way you don't feel lonely.
So it can be Michael. So is it useful?
Well, for me, it's not useful because it's like.
But you don't know this feeling. How can you judge about it?
I don't know. Maybe I just try to imagine if you think, if you're sitting and thinking, that's you're lonely. It's like a spending of time for me.
Wasting.
Waste.
And Alexander, your opinion?
Sorry,
Is it useful sometimes to feel lonely?
is it useful
Yes.
to feel lonely? No.
I mean sometimes.
How? Maybe it's useful to be lonely, but not useful to feel lonely.
And what is the use of being lonely?
Of being, maybe to rest of everyone, to rest from everyone.
So can be also. So the question number 4. Do you become jealous if your girlfriend talks with other girls' boys? So Alexander, let's also start with you.
Do you become jealous
Jealous.
if your boyfriend girlfriend talks with other girl? Okay. Let it be the first answer. Yes.
Yes. Michael.
No.
No. Mary.
No.
Alexei.
No.
Oh
No,
my
and
God. I feel alone.
And I will not supply you also because I also choose no. That's why you are one person who answers in this way. And I have questions. So, is it pleasant for you if someone jealous you? So, not you jealous someone, but when you are jealous. So,
It's
Mary.
question. Okay.
No. Bad, I think. It's a bad emotion, and I don't know. I think not. It's not really good.
So, Michael, so is it good to jealous someone, and is it good to be jealous?
I think no, because maybe it's not. These feelings usually haven't any like I don't know. Do we have fundament in English?
Basic, I think. Basis.
Yeah, basis, maybe foundation, base. Yeah.
So
Yeah. Usually it's haven't base in reality. It's just a feeling. Yeah.
yes, Alexei. So is it good to jealous or to be jealous?
Быть хорошо ревнивым или что?
Или когда вас ревнуют?
Не знаю даже, как ответить на этот вопрос. Так. Ну, иногда. Sometimes.
Sometimes. So you can start speaking it in English because just there is a translation so in Russian and in English, but it's only one word. So and Alexander.
It's not useful to be jealous and to jealous.
So, but you answered to this question yes. So it's not useful, but I do it.
I hurried with answer.
So the question number 5. So do you often have mood swings?
First.
Что такое swings?
Changes, mood changes. Перепады настроения. So Alexander, yes, no?
For me, they often have moods. No.
So A, B, or C. So yes, sometimes, or C, no.
But I don't use. No, I'm rather even tempered.
Temperate, yes. Alexei, what about you?
Do you often have no, I'm rather.
No, also yes. Mary?
Yes.
Yes. And Michael?
No.
No. Number 6. Do you like to invite people to your place? Also yes, B sometimes, and C no. So Mary?
B.
B. Michael?
Maybe also B.
B. Alexei?
Yes, I love a full house.
Yes, it's good. So do I. Really, I like when my house is full of guests, and I always happy when someone comes to my place. And Alexander?
B.
B. So number 7. Do you enjoy reading stories about the private lives of celebrities? So yes, occasionally, or no. Michael?
No.
No. Alexander?
Of celebrities. No, C.
Alexei?
Occasionally, как будет переводиться?
Временами. Когда как?
Occasionally.
Occasionally. And Mary?
No.
No. Number 8. Do you like to spend money? So, Alexei?
Sometimes, but not very often.
Sometimes. Alexander?
Sometimes.
Sometimes. Mary?
Sometimes.
Sometimes. Michael?
No.
No. So you're also the one person who answered C because all of others told B. So number 9. Do you have trouble concentrating? So зацикливаетесь ли вы на проблемах? So Mary?
Yes.
Yes. Michael?
1 second. Mm, I don't know, maybe sometimes, but maybe we can choose no.
No. So, in order you not to feel lonely in this situation, I also not don't have trouble concentrating. So you're not the one person who doesn't care about problems. So, Alexander.
No.
And Alexei.
Sometimes.
Sometimes. Number 10. When you look at the clouds, do you see pictures in them, feel thoughtful, or think about the weather? So, Alexander.
What does mean feel thoughtful? What does mean thoughtful?
Задумчивый. Становитесь задумчивым.
Okay, see pictures in them. Think about the weather. Okay, answer A.
A. Alexei.
Feel thoughtful.
Thoughtful, good. Mary.
C.
C. Think about weather. And Michael.
Maybe feel thoughtful.
Thoughtful also. So, the next question: do you daydream? So yes, sometimes or never. Mary.
Yes.
Michael.
What is a daydream?
So you dream just day by day.
Every day, yeah?
Yeah.
Maybe sometimes.
Sometimes. Alexei.
Yes.
Yes, and Alexander.
C.
Never.
I never daydream, but sometimes I dream.
So maybe it's better for you to choose variant B.
Okay, let it be.
Let it be B. So, BB. And the last question: do you feel there can ever be peace in the world? So yes, maybe, or no. Mary.
I don't know.
There is no such variant.
Maybe.
Maybe. Michael.
Maybe, yeah.
Maybe. Alexander.
I didn't get question ever be peace in the world. What does it mean? Конец света, нет?
What? No! Мир во всем мире.
Okay. Do you feel they can... yes, maybe, but it... No, you can't change human nature. B. Answer B, maybe.
B. And Alexei?
Maybe, but it won't happen soon.
So, and I give you 1 minute to count your answers. Do you see? So here is the table which can help you to count your score. So according to all your answer, you should give some score according to them, and in general to answer or to count your final score, and then we will identify your personality. So if someone counts, you can just tell that you are ready and you can discuss it, and we can discuss it.
Okay.
I have 18.
18.
Yeah.
So you are soft realistic. So can you read us about yourself?
Yeah, you take the world as you find it, but you also understand that life is dull without love, beauty, and emotion. People like you can be pragmatic without being hard-headed.
Harriet.
Harriet.
Yes, I think it's nice description. So maybe someone else is ready.
Yes,
So Mary, what's your score?
36.
46. So call yourself a romantic skeptic. So also, can you read about yourself?
Deep down, you feel that life is not a fairy tale, even though you wish it were. You may have a problem with self-esteem because you can create wonderful dreams, but lack the confidence to make those dreams become
Reality.
reality.
So I think that it's also nice description. So Alexei, are you ready?
Yes.
And what is your score?
33.
43. So you are the same kind of personality as Mary is. So, and Alexander?
24.
24. And you're the same kind of personality as Michael is. So you're also a soft realist. So I think that we have no time to discuss the results of this test, but I hope that the results will not abuse you, and I think that it's really not not romantic person and no realistic person, somewhere between. But I think it's nice when you can combine in your personality these both controversial qualities of characters. So and so I hope that you spend time with fun, and I will nice to see you next lessons. And I have to say, what?
And let's go on the next
Let's
lesson.
go. So I know that you're hurry for Madeline's lesson. So
Yeah.
so goodbye.
Okay. See you.
Thank you for listening.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Thank you. Goodbye. Thank you. Goodbye.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Thank you. Goodbye.